What's up, YouTube?
Yo!
Back at it again, man.
Yes, sir.
Here with your boy Gilly.
I'm Marciano.
And you here with React Geniuses.
Hey.
Here to bring you some GS reactions.
Yes, sir.
And today, we got something new for y'all, man. We got some Club Shay. You know what I mean? We ain't never react to a Club Shay video, so you know it's gotta be important if we're taking the risk now. Y'all know it gotta be important. But you sat through all that, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and we really appreciate it. But we ain't gonna hold y'all up no longer. The Club Shay video we got for y'all today, I think y'all know, man.
Come on now. Who don't know by now?
Katt Williams on Kevin Hart. And as we know, this ain't the first time we talked about Kevin Hart. Definitely not the first time.
It ain't gonna be the last either, boy.
I believe it. It's not gonna be the last, so expect one of these in the future. Expect another one. Expect a few of them. Expect a few of them bitches. I'm telling you, bro. Niggas going crazy, but as y'all know, he's going wild. So we gonna hop right into it, man. We gonna see what he had to say about Kevin Hart this time, and shit. Hope y'all enjoy.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
What?
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Oh.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built.
So
all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life. So no.
That's interesting.
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get
I want to protect him real quick, because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said, I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay,
So you had said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong,
Let's go back and clear that up.
Okay.
You said, I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab to help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass. for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times and Katt didn't do, as I stand before you, Shannon, I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. That's what these comics understand, is that I'm not doing nothing for clout. I don't even recognize clout. But eventually the Lord is gonna let me and you be in one hallway. A lot of these dudes go, Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years. Like, it's like that. Why? Why?
Yes.
Because I'm really the product. It's not what you think. I am never under the influence of anything. I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought. I have far less play in me than you would like. And I'm relentless. I'm out there. I'm still, to this day, I play 11 games of basketball with a 20-year-old. The record is 92-6. This is just in the yard, just to the rack, just cause.
You work out, Katt? You work out, Katt?
Not to the gym.
You don't work out in the gym? You do push-ups, sit-ups?
My whole life it was just push-ups and sit-ups only. I would do like 100 push-ups a day.
I thought you were gonna say 1,000.
No. Because this is literally every day.
Right.
This is not for the gram. You know what I mean? Like literally 100 a day. And I would do push-ups, and then I tore both my rotator cuffs. And so it was only thanks to golf that I was even able to get my
You a golfer now?
back. I've been a golfer for quite some time. My short game is impeccable. I can't get you but 2 and some change off of the
tee.
Off the tee, but I'm still coming in for par guaranteed.
You playing for the tips?
No. I've found that you don't get anything for that. It seems very egomaniacal. They go, hey, Katt, for free, you can go further back. Hey, wait a minute, does it still count the same? Hey, I'm up at the ladies' tee. Don't tell me my pronouns. On the golf course, I'm she, her, him, them, and they. Whoever at the front tee. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk, that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? Mm-hmm. And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, again, I'm on the winning side of these decisions.
Will there ever be another Comic View, Def Comedy Jam? Could that, in today, in 24, 25, 26, could we see that again?
They've already announced it. It's already going. You didn't know? Mm-mm. Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing Comic View. That happened at the same time that they gave DC Young Fly Hollywood Squares.
Where?
Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate. Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in? Ain't he now opening it up for... Don't such and such open the gate? What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here. Everyone I've seen got a keeper.
Would you have wanted to do Comic View or Def Comedy Jam? Would you have wanted to be?
I think we just mentioned I did them both.
No, I'm saying purchase the rights and refranchise it.
Nope. They didn't offer it to me anyway. Like, Comic View did a couple of disservices to comedy as well. Mm-hmm. So there were people like me that were out there getting 2 and 3 standing ovations in one set. And that wasn't good for television. So what they did was they started making everybody get a standing ovation. So they would tell the audience, when they get off stage, everybody get up and cheer. And so now the fact that I'm the only one out there going to get standing ovations is now making people think everybody get a standing ovation. And that's not how comedy is. So
right.
I understood why that couldn't go anymore. Because remember, Ricky Smiley sat right here and told you a story about how he performed with Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comic View. And to let him tell it, he was funnier than both. My name Lil Dow. Talking about the special needs. That's good.
That's a different
time. That's some clever material.
That was a different time, Katt.
No, it wasn't. It was the time I was there.
But I'm saying
that time, this time, same times.
No, but I'm saying
just like people that tell you the Egyptians, they're not black. Egypt is in Africa, folks. As long as Egypt is in Africa, then Egyptians are African.
Do you believe you could tell the same jokes today as when you started out? I mean, Eddie Murphy not telling those jokes. Richard Pryor wouldn't be able to tell those jokes in 2024 that they told in the 70s and the 80s.
So they wouldn't have told them.
But that's my point.
They're not inferior people.
No.
If they were in this time, they would be going according to our time. Just like then, we were going according to that. Like, that's how it is in the world. There are words that we can use for a while. And when we use them for a while until somebody says, that ain't a good word, we should stop saying that.
Correct.
That don't make people feel good. And we stop saying the word. And we move on to another word. You can't say the R word. You can certainly say special needs.
Yeah.
You can certainly say spectrum.
Slow.
There are things that you can say to get your point that don't have to hurt people.
Right.
But you would know that if what you did was construct the English language for a living, then you would understand that part. Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
Duh.
It's okay.
Okay, I got a question. Would you wear a dress if it leads to millions of dollars?
If it leads to millions of dollars. I don't think. See, this is the thing I think about wearing the dress. Okay. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, I don't think you wearing, I ain't gonna say not a bad thing, but making you wear a dress is the bad thing.
Okay.
That's my thing. Is like making that a process for something that makes sense, at least. Like, don't have me out here. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of when it's unnecessary. Like, I didn't like it in some movies, but if you take like Big Mama's House, it was a good time, or Mrs. Doubtfire.
So I see what you're saying. If it's needed.
Right, yeah.
It's a role for it.
If it's a role and not just
some random, we got to put on a dress.
And he's going to be funny. Like,
right.
No.
Like that Good Burger scene, they had to go throw on that dress. Okay.
Did not need it.
Yeah,
it was unnecessary. Kevin Hart, the one that he was wearing the dress, was unneeded. It was.
I didn't see that shit.
That shit was not funnier. It was not needed. So if in that case, then no, hell no. Don't give me that shit. But if I felt like the passion for it is different, because my thing is when you're a comedian, become actor. Is your next goal, if you feel like you're the best comedian, like say Kevin Hart, for example, he feel like he's one of the best comedians ever do it.
Right. You
go into acting, do you try to be one of the best actors to ever do it? Because now it comes with seeing how diverse you are, and does different roles come with that? Because now you got, like I said, you have to wear a dress, you have to be gay, you have to do that. If I'm trying to be the best that ever did it, do I still have to accept all those things to be the best?
I don't think all of them, but it'll help to show you got a wide variety. But you don't need all of them to show that you have a wide variety. You know?
True. That's why things people blow up off movies and then put them in anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like if that's an argument to have is how do you become the best at something by doing everything, then okay, fine, we'll address that. But if you make this movie and address and this ass, now you ass.
So it happened at Big Mama's house too.
Yes, that went on way too long. The only person I seen that maintained it was Tyler Perry. You know what I mean?
That's true. I don't know what it is about Madea, but that's a funny man woman.
What?
That's a funny motherfucker.
And I do not like Madea at all. That's the oh my god.
You hate it because it is funny. That's
it's
why
not.
you hate it.
It's
funny.
Not a bit of funny.
That shit is
I don't like.
funny.
I don't like most stuff that Tyler Perry make. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't disagree with you.
I don't. I like probably 3 movies out his whole.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm a dead in. I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna tune in.
Madea goes to jail.
Hilarious.
That's hilarious. I'm like, no, thank you. If I'm starting watching movies like this, come on, man.
So, do you think that he's telling the truth about how, not the basketball moves, but about how like the
if anybody
he 92-6, he
dribble
down there the Bulls.
a ball like this has never played never. That's not a consistent move, nigga. Not a consistent move.
Ooh, the right.
Right. Nobody starts no. Hell no.
So do you think that's true though about what he's saying? How they click up and then like they usually put their favorites in the front instead of who's the actual funniest.
Oh, of course.
Like he was saying in the interview about the Steve Harvey thing, he was like, Steve Harvey's supposed to close out the show because it was his tour originally.
Yeah.
But he couldn't follow up after Bernie Mac, so they made Bernie Mac go last.
That's a rough thing too because what comes first, popularity or talent? You know what I mean? So if at the time Steve Harvey is more popular, but and you got Bernie Mac with all his talent, shit, Steve Harvey would help bring that extra umph to the dude with all the talent. They just don't want him to have it like, oh, he's the man. You don't want to say that because they already think he's the man.
Right.
So you trying to get more people to be like, oh, this nigga here. Like, I think that's what they try to do because it was no surprise that even when we did see the Kings of Comedy, bro, that Bernie Mac was gonna be the funniest. Nobody thought otherwise, but the fans of probably Steve Harvey.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Like nobody thought nothing otherwise. So that's why I say that. Like, I guess they just trying to see how many people they can generate in from him just being him.
So
he is talented.
in the video overall, do you think how much percent of it was real? How much percent was cap?
40 for 60. I say
Which
about.
way?
I say about for 40 for what was true, 60 for what was.
Damn, 60 was last.
Yeah. You get 30% for them fucking basketball moves. So that's a big cat. I don't like that. He bullshit. That's 30%.
You don't like that? But he 92-6 against 21-year-olds. You don't like that?
He said no. Now the other 30% is because that nigga said he ran 13 games back to back.
They was tired. He wasn't. Woo! No, let's be on it.
Woo! Yeah. A little bit of cap, a little bit of truth. You know, that's Katt Williams' thing. Fun fact, he's a Virgo too. That's crazy. That nigga's crazy.
You a Virgo?
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
Long time. That's why I know. I know Katt Williams is a nice dude.
Yeah.
But it's that other side of him that's kind of.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you is a Virgo. Yeah, I see it.
That's kind of a little bit arrogant to not change their ways, and that's how Katt Williams.
Stubborn.
No, not stubborn. Strong-willed.
Stubborn.
Strong will.
Yeah,
He ain't put on no dress, did you?
I see it, dog.
You see, he ain't put on no dress. He's just strong.
See, he 92-6 against 20-year-olds.
Okay, we. That's the truth on the lie. That's the icing on the cake right there. That's that. I'm good at comedy and I can play ball. Why would you tell that lie? You are good at comedy, but
This nigga's great. This nigga's Avenger.
and you can hoop.
That is fucking hilarious.
I guess. But for you then, what you think? So
I would say about 70-30. 70 true, 30 lies. Because the little lies he told, that I think he told, it didn't outweigh the subject, the truthful subject that he was really talking about. The truth outweighed the lies. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel you. The true ones meant more. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I give it, because that nigga I feel like he was capping. I feel like he was capping a lot. But that was about the little stuff in his life.
Right. The average day life. Yeah.
But the shit we care about, the entertainment business, he was telling the truth about, man.
Yeah, I give him that. He always, when it comes to the industry, he always say some real shit. I ain't gonna lie. I seen the whole video. It was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I seen the whole video and it's crazy.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. I fucks with it though, man. Shout out to Katt Williams. We gonna see you again soon, brother.
Yeah.
But appreciate y'all sitting through this, man. Hopefully y'all had a good time, and if you did, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and we really appreciate it. Until next time, we see y'all later.
Peace.